In politics, you're either on message or you are losing. Let's get to it. Welcome to On Message, our weekly look at where the battle lines are drawn and who is winning the war of words. This week, message wars. You know, it was over a year ago that I wrote what has become the regular opening lines to this video series, and at the time, the term war of words had a different and much more innocent meaning than it perhaps does today. As we wrap up the third full week of the Russian invasion into Ukraine, two things have become evident to anyone who's watching. First, war is brutal, and its horror does not discriminate. It's awful for the innocent and brave people in Ukraine, and it has proven to be awful for many Russian soldiers sent there on a mission many of them are starting to question. And the second thing is that communication and an overall public relations battle have become important or even essential elements of a military action. Maybe it always was. There's long been the preamble to war with politicians and/or despots making their case and justifying their plans. Movies are filled with generals and brave soldiers making speeches to rally the troops, and every war in modern times has come with some degree of propaganda to get or keep the public in line. But this one feels like the first social media war. When the U.S. launched the war on terror following the 9/11 attacks back in 2001, the world of public communication was a much different place. No Facebook, no Twitter, no smartphones. It's easy to forget. So while we've been able to watch war in real time on CNN since Operation Desert Storm back in the summer of 1990, today we're seeing war from a whole new and much more personal perspective. Ukraine citizens standing up to Russian soldiers, like the old woman who told one to put seeds in his pocket so flowers would grow when his body fell, giving us a TikTok remix of a high-stakes slam battle right in the war zone. Or when citizens can show what life is like in a bomb shelter and the damage that is done by Russian attacks up at ground level. When we see Polish mothers leaving baby strollers at train stations for refugee mothers arriving from battle-torn areas. And of course, the Ukraine President Zelensky, has been masterful at using video to show him out among his people, reminding the world what crisis leadership is all about and what it looks like. Contrast that with a country that uses social media to lie, as Russia's Vladimir Putin has done, in convincing his people that he's waging war with a modern-day Nazi infestation. Zelensky's ability to win the message battle pays off as he bolsters the resolve of his people, pushes the images front and center for the rest of the Western world, encouraging them to support sanctions, arm his people, and provide humanitarian support. And he can attack the resolve of the Russian people by exposing them to a message they've been prevented from seeing. The old adage says, the pen is mightier than the sword, and that's still true today, though it may be more appropriate to update that saying to, the iPhone is mightier than the army. That's it for this week. More on Message in our next issue of the Utah Political Underground. Make sure you visit the site and sign up for our weekly email update. You can find more On Message videos, in-depth Utah political stories and analysis, plus so much more at utahpoliticalunderground.com.